inconsistencies all around us that we see in the world every day, but one of those became very real to us the day we all turned 18 years old. When we turn 18, the government feels that we are legally adults and responsible for some situations, but not all of them. For example, we're able to view R-rated movies when we're 17, but in order to accompany someone who's under 17, we have to be over 21. 18-year-olds, and sometimes younger, are considered adults and responsible for their actions to the extent that they are tried as adults in court. In this case, people under 18 are considered adults, so why in some cases do we have to be 21 or older to have these responsibilities? At the age of 18, a person can be married without the consent of their parent. The government feels we're responsible enough to decide who we want to spend the rest of our lives with. But in several states, we cannot stay in a hotel room with this person unless they are 21 or older. You could choose to go to Minnesota on your honeymoon because you can gamble when you're 18 in Minnesota, but this is not the case for most states. If you choose to go to Minnesota, you may not be able to stay in the hotel unless that person you married is over 21. When presented with this argument, some people claim 18-year-olds shouldn't be able to stay in these hotels or casinos because they serve alcohol. I believe alcohol should be legalized at 18, which I will discuss later, but even if it weren't legal, we're adults and should be able to decide if we want to be in a place that serves alcohol, even if we can't drink it. Staying at a hotel and being in a casino are two totally separate things from consuming alcohol. And some people also claim that we're not responsible enough with our money at 18, so we'd be more easily addicted to gambling. But when we turn 18, not 21, we get our own bills from a clinic and are responsible for paying our other bills, including college. So we should be able to decide everything we do with our money, not just what's convenient for the government. One of the most commonly discussed inconsistencies is that when we turn 18, we can fight for our country and choose who our leaders will be, which affects everyone in the United States, which makes it a very big responsibility. But we can't consume alcohol. A lot of people say that the reason for this is because some 18-year-olds are still in high school, so that would encourage drinking in high school, but in reality, this would be a perfect opportunity to teach safe and responsible drinking with something like a mandatory class before we go off to college to make our own decisions. This would help high schoolers learn the risks of drinking and the level of responsibility it requires, which would benefit everyone in the future. Many people also claim that drinking is physiologically better for you if you are older. So why then do we let 18-year-olds smoke cigarettes? A person is more than 5 times more likely to die from tobacco than alcohol. Again, this just shows another inconsistency. Other countries have lower drinking ages and more responsibilities when they are younger, and they don't have the consequences that a lot of people think the United States would have if we lower our drinking age. One of these is more traffic deaths. This would probably not be the case. 500,000 18 to 24-year-old college students suffer injuries each year related to drinking, and 1,700 die in such accidents. Obviously, raising the drinking age isn't stopping 18-year-olds from drinking, but it is making them drink more unsafely. They're afraid to seek medical help because they might get in trouble, and they drink in secret and excess because they don't know when they'll be able to drink again. The U.S. has the highest proportion of traffic fatalities that were alcohol-related among 12 countries that reported data, and even more than that because of our relatively lax law enforcement system in the United States compared to Australia, Sweden, and Spain, for example. The U.S. also has the highest blood alcohol content level of all those countries. The legal drinking age for all the other countries in the study was between 18 and 20. There is no solid proof that raising the drinking age prevented alcohol-related deaths with minor drivers. They have declined since 1982, but it's not until the 1990s that there were significant drops, and this is probably because of the advanced technology safety in automobiles. Recent research by the World Health Organization has also found that while 15 and 16-year-olds in many European states where the drinking age is 18 or younger have more drinking occasions per month, they have fewer dangerous intoxication occasions than America. In southern European nations, ratios of all drinking occasions to intoxication occasions were 1 in 10, while in the U.S. they were 5 in 10. Having inconsistencies in the responsibilities given to 18 and 21-year-olds are not helping anyone. 18-year-olds are technically adults in the eyes of the United States government. which is why they should get all their rights at 18, not 21. Although some believe waiting to give some of these rights may prevent traffic fatalities, gambling addictions, and negative physiological effects, the data does not support this. Therefore, there is no reason 18-year-olds should not be given all the rights of a 21-year-old.